Hi everyone and welcome to another reaction video on this channel. Today we're going to react to another underground video, and this is one of my favorite countries. Apparently I never been there before, but I like the cuisine very much. Shoutouts to Hachapuri Ajaruli. It's just the best shit that you ever ate. It's like the best pizza. It's not a pizza, but it's like the best shit you ever ate. It's kind of pizza-esque, let's say it like this, with a raw egg on it. Anyway, this video is not about food. This video is about techno as a political force, Tbilisi Bassiani against the Stigma, Arte TRACKS. So again, it's from Arte, a cultural institution in Germany and France, like state-owned, but they always do nice documentaries. And I think this video is kind of up to date, even though it's like posted like 5 years ago. But you know, with all the situation now happening in Georgia, we just want, let's see what happens, because what recently happens is, or was, basically the government is has close ties to Russia, and the peoples there don't want Russia. Basically same situation as Ukraine. And recently there was even a ban against, I don't know, I think transgender people, or like homosexual people in general, or anything what's not like hetero, straight in this sense. And on first day after like signing this law, basically a person was killed, like a transgender person was killed. That's from what I know. I like didn't like investigate too much in it, but it's like said that things like this happen, even though Georgia is like pretty, or has the desire to be pretty close to Europe, but this shit is like some medieval shit, which is pretty sad, because the Georgian people are always very kind, very good people, all that I know, basically. Sadly I never been there. Funny enough is that my father had a club in Batumi in Georgia, and before all the war started with Ukraine and all this Russia geopolitical stuff, he sold it. So good for him. He had like the right intuition to do that. So no further ado, let's dive into this documentary. So please leave a like and subscribe to Arte TRACKS. They always do like nice documentaries. And sometimes they even translate it in English, at least the subtitles. Let's go.
Tiflis, Georgien. Vor dem Parlamentsgebäude versammeln sich mehr als 10.000 Jugendliche zu einem spontanen Protest-Rave.
They're still doing it. I think I saw videos like a week ago or like now where they're still protesting, but with more resistance of the police, like with Wasserwerfern, like this water throwing shit and stuff, whatever.
Angefangen hat alles hier, im größten Fußballstadion des Landes. Genauer gesagt im Techno-Club darunter. Hier betreibt Tato Getia das Bassiani, das international auch das Berghain Georgiens genannt wird.
Isn't it fucking crazy? I wanna see it so hard. It's a club under a fucking football stadium, a soccer stadium. Jesus Christ, it sounds like the coolest shit I've ever heard.
Well, this is Dynamo Stadium. Everybody is always surprised that the club is in the basement of such a place, but it's beautiful. I hope soon enough we'll also have football team where we'll be able to gather like enough people, you know. It's gonna be kind of an unprecedented event in the history of the club. We're gonna open all the spaces we have, and also like we're gonna add the space in the balcony, which belongs to the stadium itself. It's a special occasion because first of all, it will be like first time when we'll be doing 24-hour party non-stop. We're right now at the dance floor of Bassiani.
How do you get space behind under a football stadium? Who do you need to talk to? I don't even know. If we think like about Berlin, like let's say we have Olympia Stadium because it's like the biggest stadium in Georgia. As they said, it's I think Olympia Stadium is maybe one of the biggest or used to be the biggest. Imagine who I need to talk to. I want to do the same shit, man.
And on 12th of May, we're having a regular club night. And when I came, like the whole stadium was surrounded with police forces. The whole stadium. So I mean, like maybe, you know, half of the city's forces were here. Like 200 special forces with machine guns made a raid here, like running and putting people, you know, on the wall. Like for all of them, it was a terrorist attack because, like, why do you need like machine guns to raid into a club? Like.
This I have also a story to tell about it. At the 2 years anniversary of K41 in Kiev, I think it was 2022 or 21, where we've been with who've been there. I think it was with Patrick Mason, Shira Killer, if you know her, and the head designer of UI Studios. And we've been like pre-partying in another club called Arsenal. And at that moment where we wanted like to switch clubs to go to this 2 years anniversary, the club was surrounded by ultra nationalists, not ultra nationalists, I think like Nazis, like full scale Nazi invasion, like staying in front of club with bats, not guns, cause they're not police, obviously, with bats and shit, and and threatening like to beat all the homosexuals and all the alternative people there, and everybody was shocked. The people that would been there in the club where we pre-partied, like were being shocked and like, no, we don't want to go there and blah. And me as a partly local, cause my parents are from Ukraine, and I had like no fear and stuff. But then, like after like a few hours passed, the people from K41 riders, the people that were already in there, said like, yeah, the nationalists or like the Nazis all left because they had to catch the last train home. And it was like 1 a.m. and stuff, so basically their protest was like pointless, just like to fear mongering, and apparently didn't work out because we all moved to K41 and had like this super crazy second anniversary party. But here it sounds like way different, with police raids with machine guns, which also happens in Ukraine, or happened in Ukraine pretty a lot. There's a lot of videos where they fucking raiding everybody with guns to their faces and stuff. And yeah, and for me, this is the essence of like underground. You do something forbidden, and you try to fight for, I don't know, westernization or liberalization of your country. So heads up to them.
Unless you're not expecting like machine guns inside too. So that's bullshit.
Auch Tato wurde festgenommen, zusammen mit über 70 anderen Ravern. Angeblicher Grund der Razzia: Drogenhandel in Bassiani.
It was unexpected, and it was a political act, unfortunately, a huge political act, and it's kind of a wounds which will need a lot of time to be cured. I mean, like just like people in this country, and especially the young people, young generation, they thought they were living in a different world, and just in one day they woke up in a totally different reality.
Die Antwort folgte prompt. Nur wenige Stunden nach der Razzia versammeln sich Jugendliche direkt vor dem georgischen Parlament. Unter dem Motto We Dance Together, We Fight Together demonstrieren sie gegen die Razzia im Club und für ihre Freiheit. Auch die
As we can see, non-violent.
internationale DJ-Community solidarisiert sich mit dem Protest.
Bassiani and Tbilisi have developed an amazing culture, an amazing scene around electronic music. This has to be protected.
I'm sending my love and support to Bassiani.
Russian spy.
I can't imagine Georgia without Bassiani. It would be like Germany without Berghain. So we dance together and we fight together.
And it had also a symbolic idea that we got back something that was taken from us last night. But the bigger idea is that what we are fighting for is something that belongs to us, our freedom, you know.
David Tbilisi war Hauptinitiator des Protestraves vor dem Parlament. Er ist Aktivist und Gründer des White Noise Movement, einer Bewegung, die sich seit 2015 für eine Lockerung der Zero-Tolerance-Drogenpolitik des Landes einsetzt und gegen die autoritäre Polizeiwillkür.
We would start.
It's also like funny. There's like a Vice documentation where they show this whole alpha PCP thing. I'm not sure what it is, Flaka or something like a really devastating substance, and this is like super popular in in Georgia. So basically, any country where the restrictions are so hard, there is always an alternative substance. This is way worse than everything that we know of. This is like kind of the equilibrium it always moves towards.
Marching from here, from the statue, but you know, there you would get a lot of people, you know, getting together, and when we are enough, the police stopped me because I broke the line. But I will tell them that we are shooting and we need it, and maybe they will let us. What? Ay, wait a minute. გადაღებისთვის სჭირდებოდა რომ გამოგვეულო ვაჩვენებ როგორ გამოდიოთ ხო ვიცი. These were nice guys, but you know, we sometimes call it like, you know, what police is doing is fishing, you know, on drug users, you know, really. Sometimes they are like, you know, starting to activate the power they have in, you know, with drug laws and stuff. Sometimes they can silent. It's sort of a market for things we exchange in this society, and police is offering violence. We are offering protest, and you know, this is how we're trading between each other.
Also, like it's a funny side story. We had like some German people that we met like in Kiev in this whole K41 thing from Frankfurt, and they've been telling that they on the way to the club they were just like waiting on the bus or something, or on a tram or something, on a train, standing like in the bus station, and suddenly just police stopped in front of them and started like to search them and harass them, and only at the point where they see like the German passport, they're like, oh, okay, fuck it, we don't want anything from you. So it's just like this police harassment thing is a thing, you know, or used to be a thing in Ukraine. I think Ukraine has something better to do now than this.
It's a game.
Über 46.000 Menschen folgen dem White Noise Movement in den sozialen Netzwerken. Das sind immerhin mehr als 1% der georgischen Bevölkerung. Am Ende geht es eben nicht nur um die rigide Drogengesetzgebung des Landes, sondern auch um den Konflikt zwischen Kirche, ultranationalistischen Kräften und einer Jugend, die sich zunehmend nach Europa orientiert.
This, you know, attack on clubs was, if you take it as a single episode, it's very harsh, of course, but if you look at it in a bigger context, is that we have the state that wants and that declares to be, you know, West-oriented, and that wants to build a democracy, and, you know, just just society and peaceful society. But we have the law enforcement bodies who are run by the old Soviet type of system. It's unbelievable how harsh the penalties in these countries are. Anything above 1 gram, apart from cannabis products, is extremely large amount and takes you from 8 to 20 or lifetime in prison. And that's a reality.
20 to 8 years in fucking prison. Jesus Christ. I don't even know why I mean it's like, people are complaining about America that like they're busting people for weed and they like going to jail for a couple of years and stuff. But imagine you have 1 gram of weed on you and get 20 years or even 8 years. I think murderers in Germany get 8 years. Fucking crazy.
Und deshalb sind Clubs wie das Bassiani der Regierung ein Dorn im Auge.
In clubs, we not only dance, but also we experience certain things, and we have a big empathy to each other, and we talk to each other. And in corridors, at toilets, or whatever, we talk a lot about things going on in the country. And well, if you look at Bassiani and other clubs, it was basically gave a birth to strong movements like white man's movement and LGBT movement, and etc. etc.
Techno in Georgien, das bedeutet weit mehr als sinnfreier Hedonismus. Die Clubs des Landes bilden Refugien für eine Szene, die sich nach dem gleichen Freiheitsgefühl sehnt wie die Jugend im Rest Europas. Und so ist es nicht verwunderlich, dass auf der zweiten Tanzfläche nach über 20 Stunden Party eine Diskussionsrunde stattfindet. Thema: Umgang mit Drogen.
This is one of the could be like one of those few safe places that we have in country, and one of those places where you can feel free, and one of those places where you can be yourself. And that's why it became important for a lot of people, and yeah, that's why so many people defended this thing like on that day too, and that's why I'm confident in my words when I'm saying that there is only one reality and only one future for this country and for these people.
Der Kampf für einen Wandel in eine bessere Zukunft hat gerade erst begonnen. Nicht nur für das Bassiani, sondern für eine ganze Generation junger Georgier.
Yeah, so that was Techno's political force. For me, this is like the perfect example. This is like the blueprint of an underground scene, like it used to be in Germany in the 90s and the early 2000s, maybe, which got lost. You don't have to hide anything. You don't have to even hide your drug consumption. In Berlin, especially. If a policeman catches you with any substance, which is not big enough, you don't even get like a fucking Anzeige. I'm not sure what's the word in English. Maybe I write it down. But yeah. So, but in Georgia, the fight right now, I think, is very severe and couldn't be more recent or more up to date now, because like they are now fighting even more than they had before for 5 years ago, because I think they have like a new president, and the new president is just a soccer player or something, and they all want to tie up to Russia, and basically the young generation doesn't want to be like in Russian colony or something. That's why most of the Georgian young people don't even talk Russian at this point anymore, only the elder generation. So yeah, it's a fight that is still going on, and I really hope that one day Georgia will be free. in these terms. Maybe we're part of the European Union. I don't want to get too political, but at least I want just like for the people to live out their lives freely and not getting raided, arrested, or 20-year sentences for bullshit, you know. With that being said, shoutouts to all my Georgian friends. Big hugs and kisses, and we support you with all the political difficulties you have. So yes, with that being said, if you like this video, like it, subscribe it, write a comment. If you're from Georgia, write me what's the best club there. I think is there even a different club than Bassiani? Because I only know of Bassiani. But yeah, if there's other clubs or other tips to go there, because think in 25 I would love to go to Georgia if it's not getting worse with the political situation there, because nobody knows. But I would love to go to Georgia in 25. So yeah, write tips and share some yeah some good spots. If not, tell me about your local underground scene and maybe I will dig into it and do a video about it. With that being said, see you in the next video.